Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League Lads Season number 15 action. I am joined tonight by a very special guest, a man of many titles. Strawberry Shark, aka Salacious Sea Lion 62, aka Salamander 37, aka Rook, aka Jim, who of course is a man of many accomplishments, including big MMR number and a two-time Badger teammate in Lads. How you doing this fine evening?
Pretty good. I'm mostly proud of being a Badger Lads teammate, to be clear. That's actually my number one accolade, if you could bring that up, like, first and foremost every time.
I'll save them the best for last, don't worry. But
Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that.
so we do have some
I'm really curious before any comment on the bans. What does TSD stand for?
Tiananmen Square deniers.
Oh, I see. I see.
I
What if
actually
this?
abbreviated both team names because Twitch doesn't really like either that much. So
Yeah, well, in client, like TSD is still is not is it's just abbreviated as TSD. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right. Let me see what heroes are getting through that are interesting. I feel like Kunk is really OP in LOD, so I'm curious if that will get through and if it will get picked or not. We'll see. Do you have
Well,
any
it's gotten
comments
through.
on any specialty stuff that's going through? I know Breeziar is a big puck player, so that's probably for him.
Let's go do a
Doesn't he
little bit
also
of
play Earth Spirit?
He does play Earth Spirit, but Earth Spirit mid isn't really top of the pops right now. So wouldn't be too shocked if they don't just eight pick that stuff.
Sure.
I will say we are very late, but luckily we have. Correction, we don't even have all of our players actually. We only have 9 players, so.
Wait, oh, I just realized this is draft and then remake. I didn't even
No,
realize that.
this is the first draft.
Oh, well, you don't. We said we don't. You don't have all the players though.
Well, we've been standing. We've been standing.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, okay.
We have Sharkosity, I believe, who's standing in for the boys on the dire side. Other than that, all the intended players are there, even if a number of them are nicknamed very stupid
Oh,
things.
Badger. It's the Earth Spirit.
Oh, they actually did eight pick it. Okay, I'm surprised.
Techies is actually like not very good against hers. I mean, Techies is generally strong. I don't really have a problem with them picking it, but like he's one of the supports who's I'd say less good against Earth Spirit. Like his Q is dodgeable, his stun is dodgeable. Like he doesn't really care about your reactive taser. You know, like Earth Spirit doesn't have any buffs on himself that you're purging, and he doesn't really care if he can't auto attack too much. So a little like not the techies pick does not really respond to Earth Spirit at all, but it's also kind of fine because it's just a strong laner.
This is
Yep,
specifically a player thing more than a hero thing, I think, because TSD they've got Sharkosity, who is a massive techies enjoyer,
sure.
and I think he's like, you know what, be my hero. I want to play it, and apparently they've got him as hero.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine to be clear. I just wanted to comment that it doesn't really interact with their spear very well. But not really the biggest deal.
Hey
Um,
Jim, who's Matsy, and why does Andy want me to shout him out?
it's Wolfer's dog. It's a really cute dog too.
Oh, shout out to Matsy then. Woof woof.
Yeah, very cute dog. Great dog.
I see, I see.
Um, see if there's anything interesting on the next set of bans. Alright, Kunkka's taken out. Uh, Pango notably still in the pool, which is a rather strong hero right now. And I would say it's like fine against his pyramid in the lane, good against it in the game too. So like it's Breezer is playing mid right for this team.
Most certainly.
Okay, so we can just assume that it's Earth Spirit mid. I don't really know much about this matchup, but in general, I feel like Earth Spirit is good against Ember Spirit mid. No, I honestly don't know what people think of this, but my base intuition is that Earth Spirit is good against Ember on mid. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I think it's again another one of those player things. This guy really likes the Ember Spirits. It's one of his top played heroes in pubs. It's the second most played hero in comp lobbies. He's played 22 games with Ember in comp lobbies. He's a 72% win rate, so maybe it's just his hero.
I guess so. Crystal Maiden, okay, cool. It's kind of funny how like both teams they picked this one of the spirits for mid and then one of the range nuking supports. Uh, yeah,
I mean, they do
like to see him pick
say
overall though. Seems fine.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, and you mentioned their drafting styles though. Sometimes, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Time is a flat circle, Jim. Sometimes you got to copy your opponents.
I don't know how time works, but I believe you, Badger. I'll take your word for it.
Nice. That's Shadow
Shadow
Demon. We've been
Demon,
seeing
okay.
a lot of Shadow Demon so far in lads to great success for a
Shadow
number of
Demon is
teams.
very, very strong versus Techies and Ember Spirit as well. Can combo break Techies. It can purge the W. It also purges Ember, obviously. Like, honestly, a really, really good Shadow Demon game already.
I don't know if you were watching my cast with Logical last night, but Logical was giving like the highest possible praise to this SD hero. Like he was just saying, I think the exact quote was, "It's good against every hero in Dota, and it pairs well with like every hero in Dota."
Yeah, it's really good right now. Honestly, the only thing, like the only negative about Shadow Shaman is that it's like a pretty, like, it's a higher skill cap hero for sure. That's genuinely the only like negative part about him is that like it can be really easy to mess up. Um, Dazzle Razor, okay. So is this Dazzle support or are these the three cores? I'm really curious.
I'm going to assume Dazzle's sup. I feel like Dazzle's generally played sup unless there's a core player who likes to play Dazzle.
Yeah. I mean, in high MMR right now, I think it's more common, honestly, to see that Dazzle's the core, but I don't really know if it's like an NA. I don't know if like people are playing like Dazzle core in NA games or not at all.
I mean, doesn't
Um,
Keith play Dazzle actually?
he does. But yeah, Dazzle's actually way more popular. I think Dazzle support is like decent. I'll be honest, I think Dazzle core is way stronger though. I think that like core Dazzle is disgusting.
I agree.
Um, yeah, I think core Dazzle goes crazy hard, bro. I don't mind the support Dazzle though. It's like an okay game for it, I guess. It's like it's okay.
I think the argument might just be you have 24 pick. Maybe you want to save it for like some super lane counter pick. You can grab your sup now. You dazzle shard into the SD illusions. It's a good hero in general into
Yeah,
the
the thing
elder
like
spirits.
on the one hand, uh, Radiance so far like doesn't really kill people in, like super fast on the first three picks. You know what I mean? Like they have a lot of disable, but they don't actually like instantly one shot people, which makes Dazzle pretty good. But also like you didn't see like I don't know, it was an okay Dazzle pick, but I would not have been looking for the Dazzle there.
This is true, but if
Um,
you were Keith, would you be looking for dazzle here?
sure, bro. Listen, if you're feeling good on the hero, go play the hero. Also, not loving this Razor pick either, but I do think that Razor is such a stable laner that it's kind of whatever. But I don't really think Razor looked great against the heroes that they saw. Like Razor is like not very good against their Spirit Core. Uh, doesn't like playing against Shadow Demon. I mean, he doesn't really care about Crystal Maiden too much, but yeah, Shadow Demon. I mean, maybe the idea is that if they just have enough heroes, Shadow Demon wants to ult, then it won't matter. That you know what I mean? Like he'll
Mm-hmm.
have to pick one.
It's like, you get Ags, sure, you can purge two of them. Get a refresher, you can purge four. There's still one here you can't purge. You can't purge everybody. I will
True.
say, so the fact that Razor is here, it does mean that you have to pick your carry very deliberately. You need to pick a carry that can lane into the Razor. And a lot of carries, especially in like this Dazzle Razor lane, will struggle. So if you're Buffles, you're like, man, Karan, what do you want, bro? What do you want to lane into possibly Dazzle Razor lane?
Trying to think of good heroes for both teams. Morph. Oh, if they have a Morph player, Radiant should just pick Morphling. Like it's such a good Morphling game for Radiant. It's like kind of insane.
I think Karan plays more. If I don't really, I'm
What
sure he
other options
does.
are there for carry?
But not Weaver. It's like Morphling
Oh,
kind
it's
of.
a good Weaver game too. It's a good Weaver game too. Yeah. I like this Weaver. I like this Weaver pick. I wasn't thinking about it because not a lot of people play it, but it's also a really good Weaver game. Morphling. Okay.
It's funny, they've got a lot of catch, but not a lot of good Weaver catch, so this could be a game for Karan to really pop off. You mentioned Morphling, but it's the Dire side who grabs it instead for
Yeah.
Apex.
I. Okay. It'll be a good Morphling game for this guy once he gets like 3 items with a BKB. Um, but it is. like it's a really good Morphling game for him once he has items, but it's a pretty bad Morphling game early on. Like they have really good damage against him. Really good damage against him. Um, I'm gonna go AFK again really quickly after my draft summary, but uh, I would way prefer to be playing Radiant, honestly. But I also think that like in Lads, a lot of it is about comfort, and it looks like Dire got a lot of their comfort, so I don't really have any. That's kind of my take.
Wait a minute. Either it's a roll swap or it's Dazzle mid Ember sup.
I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna leave my
Yeah,
analysis as it
you
wasn't.
you go. I'll deal with
I'll leave it back.
whatever they're
Yeah,
about to
I'd
present
way
to the
rather be
world.
playing. I'd way rather be playing Radiant than Dire, honestly. Although if it's Dazzle mid, I like maybe it's like a little more because it can destroy Earth Spirit.
Yeah, that appears to be the case. I mean, Peter is their mid player. As far as I know, he's not some like massive player of the Dazzle, but if it's a super great Dazzle game, then maybe this is going to work out anyways. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number one of this two-game series between Good Twink Hunting, the Buffalo's captain team, the Radiant side, taking on Tiananmen Square Deniers, the I would say for the boys captain team, but for the boys isn't here right now, so I guess we'll have the Keith interim captain team on the Dyer side. My name is Badger. When Jim's back from his wherever he went, he will he will be joining me again. Both teams are smoked up as 5 on both sides. Seems like the river we go. Problem is, neither team is going to the exact same location. We have what we believe this to be the Sup Ember at this point in the Radiant side track camp. Looking at the items, I actually can't really tell who is mid. I think this seems like a really weird 4 support item build more than like a really weird mid build though. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be Dazzle mid. Yeah, Dazzle mid. Ember Sup appears to be the name of the game. So Keith on a Sup Ember. That is.
I'm back.
I'm pretty sure it's Sup Ember, Jim.
Um, Honestly, I kind of like this more. I think Dazzle's a way stronger core hero.
I agree, but Ember Sup.
Wait, where's Keith?
He's playing Ember, right?
Oh, learn. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. He name changes a lot, so I wasn't sure.
Do I need to add him on Steam just so I can nickname him? That's all. I might have to do that.
Um, but yeah, honestly, I like this more. I think Dazzle core is insanely strong. I think it'll have a really easy lane against Earth Spirit.
I think the same with Karan, actually. It seems like we have Keith fighting. He skilled the Flame Guard. Weeb Emperor's gone in. Shroomba is low. Might be 1-for-1 trade here. Karan is hitting. He wants the counter kill. Needs a few more hits. He's trying to kill the Emperor, and he will do so. But it's cost him a lot of his HP. I don't think he dies here, but... Oh, yes, Dad, you're right. Wow, okay then. That's 2 kills to the Dire side. First blood goes to the Ember Spear. This is not what you expected here.
Yeah, that's not that level 1 fight was not a good look for them. What did I miss, Badger, in the brief time I was gone? Any big drama?
I mean, both teams smoked. Neither team found each other. Dire put some pretty aggressive smokes on the Radiant side track camp for stacks, I guess. I don't know. That's about it. You missed very little.
Okay. One thing I do hope is that I hope they make some stacks for Dazzle. Once he has Ags, he can clear them like instantly. It's pretty powerful.
Top lane seems like somebody's about to die. A blood grenade forward by Sharkosity. That'll be a dead Shadow Demon. Apex, I think he's looking for the last hit with the adaptive strike, but that's not quite in range, I suppose. As a result, it's still a kill, but to techies rather than Morphling.
Yeah, Weaver and Crystal Maiden has their E level 2.
Yeah,
this can be okay, but
level 1 Arcane Aura already, you're right. Sorry, you're
They have
saying?
a lot of gold. Like I feel like they should have just had mangoes like immediately. They definitely would have killed Razor there. It's like not really the biggest deal.
Yeah, maybe Shroomba really wants like boots or something. I don't know.
I really don't like when people pick Crystal Maiden and they don't like buy a bunch of mangoes and like try to like absolutely like dominate the opponents. Like I feel like it's kind of a waste of the hero a little bit. Because I do think this is a lane where they would just destroy them if they had Frostbite.
Yeah, we're seeing it. Razor barely got away twice so far in these lane engagements. A little bit more damage might be the difference in this case.
Yeah.
Well, bottom lane, time for somebody to die. Who? The answer is both teams. Problem is, the Ember died to neutral, so it's 1 kill to the Dire side, 1 kill to the neutral creeps, nothing for Karan.
That was really good for was really good by Keith. All right, let's look at mid, see how it's going.
Pretty even.
BC are definitely having a little better time than I feel like you should be. Honestly though, Dazzle's free farming, so it's kind of whatever. Definitely should be a little more. Like, should have some more denies and more damage on the Earth Spirit.
There's some wild stuff going on top that we have not looked at the entire time, but... You know, if we don't acknowledge the top lane, it doesn't exist, right?
True. Final Beast doesn't have a point in Q. Maybe he's just scared of them, of the Morphling attribute shifting really, or adaptive striking really fast. But I really like the point in Q because he could like walk on the techies and like instant cancel it. You know what I mean? Kill him.
Yeah.
UCR is top.
He's already top, which is not
starting.
the most surprising thing in the world. He'll kick, but he'll miss it on Apex. He's flipped the wickets. Oh, poor Dios indeed. That's unfortunate there for Breeziar's first rotation of the game. Not on the mark.
Who do we blame? We need someone to blame for
Breeziar. He rotated, he didn't get the kill.
that. Oh. I didn't want to blame Breeziar.
Neither do I. Sometimes you gotta do it. Bottom lane, seems like Shroomba's gonna go down. A little more damage coming forward. Lotus was used with a CM. Karan looked for a counter kill. He's got Shikuchi in 6. Doesn't even need it. He's now man fighting with Keith. They're fighting to the death, it appears. Karan has Shikuchi with Shikuchi forward. And both of them will end up mutually agreeing not to fight any longer.
Yeah. Beaver having a very strong start. Curious to see what items he will go. He's gonna buy a Glepnir or just buy Maelstrom and Dragonlance or what?
Well, we'll see him get a little closer right now because he's going to kill bottom lane on the Ember. In the top lane as well, the Techies went down, so again, both of these side lanes a kill secured by the Radiant side. And if you are good twink hunting, this is the exact kind of thing you want to see.
Looking around. Not seeing anything crazy in terms of items queued up or anything. Wonder if there'll be any big surprises. Yep. Breeziar is hunting bottom.
And Breeziar is hunting bottom. Meanwhile, we see Keith T being top, so it's a 3v2 top, a 3v1 bottom. Somehow neither team will connect on any kind of rotation so far. They're pinging the Razor though. They know Razor's alone. Breeziar is looking for the angle. He's got level 2 roll ready to go. He'll dive the tower. He'll miss the roll. He'll kick him towards the Weaver in the CM, though. Frostbite by Shroomba. Razor is dropping, and it will be a dead Razor. He's got Keith Salve, by the way. And Keith Salve will be dead for a little bit.
Keep getting some EXP on mid. I don't really like that he's maxing Flame Guard. I feel like it'd be better to just max like WQ. I don't know though. I'm not like I don't play Ember Spirit position 4. Who knows? That's just my thoughts.
Maybe he's feeling like a 4-1-2 skill build. It's impossible to tell. We'll have to see what he does.
Oh,
he's top lane looking for the Shadow Demon. Jamie is the target. Karan TP's
in
though. This is a tough fight for Weaver to be in, but if he pops off here, he's already killed once. A 1-for-1 trade so far. He heads for Apex. Apex has wait for him. Keith meanwhile under that T1 tower. Shroomba Buffles run for him. Ember will end up being right click down. Back over to Karan. He's still looking for Apex. Apex should be fine though, so ends up being a 2-for-1. And thanks to rotation from the Weaver, we end up seeing some gold.
Yeah, that was a really nice TP by Weaver. Really well played.
Look at the
Is it fair to say
hero
that
network.
Karan is the MVP?
Look at the hero network. It seems like he is, yeah. He's so rich.
True. I hope he buys a Glepnir and then like a Dragonlance and just like fights.
He's got
It's
a
gonna be-
Maelstrom and Quick Buy right now. Mid lane, despite being rooted, Breezy R was still able to roll, and as a result, he is fine, though very, very injured. Top lane, Apex has some. Oh, wait a minute, he's just
shit.
dead. Frostbite into the trample damage, and they tip him. They even tip him.
Big drama.
I don't know about big, but I guess a small drama. Wee bit of bite-sized drama. Roll forward by Breeziar. Hits it on Keith. Magnetize has been used. Karan rotates in. Sight chains on two from Keith. Buffles has arrived as well to bring down Peter. Back over to Keith. He's still running from Breezy. Breezy kicks it forward. And Ember will end up going down. 1 kill to Karan. 1 kill to Buffles. 2 kills to Good Twink Hunting. And again, it's been rotations in force from the Radiant side of this game.
True. This game is like legitimately crazy, bro.
That's why I like casting these Breezy R teams. Speaking of bottom lane, interesting stuff happening there. Emperor Asia jukes in the trees and ended up getting away. So again, juking out Jamie and Karan, ensuring that SD didn't have the vision to disrupt. And well, we're
I
looking
will
back
say,
to mid
not
again.
to like blame the Dazzle too much, but they should have a lot more blast hits than this. Like especially because like Breacher wasn't even laning mid for a while, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm just like not sure what he's been doing with his time to not have like more creeps. Like again, not to blame, sorry, but
Bottom lane, they want Karan. Karan, using his mana, had to wand just to use time lapse. So now move into the Razor. Razor's half HP, banished by Jamie. He's backed up by Keith, but Razor cannot run around here. He's being kited so heavily. Karan, Shikuchi's forward, on to bring down the Razor. Now Keith wants counter kill on Shroom, but Shroom on the CM will end up eventually dying to the earn damage. But Jamie has to bring down Keith. Keith has 2 stacks of poison on him. Karan is incredibly low. Still ends up walking away. If Jamie can get the poison stack on Ember, that's going to be a kill. Move the banishment instead into 1 stack of poison. Breezy rolls in, finding Tucky's kicks forward to bring down the Ember kill. He'll move to Sharkosity. Sharkosity still wants to bring down Jamie. Sharkosity has mine in 1 second.
oh, he has no points in reacting taser. I
and
really
he hits
don't
it,
like that.
but he's still dead.
I really don't like when techies don't put a point in reactive taser. I am not a fan of this in general.
Wait, is that a solo kill by Buffalo Smith? It is! He just walked up, trampled him, pulverized him, and brought him down. It's a solo kill for Buffles. Okay then.
That was a really good solo kill to get because it also slows down Dazzle. And yeah, Dazzle's surprisingly not rich. I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty concerning to see for Dire. You know what I mean?
It is, it is.
It's like pretty concerning. I wonder if he has experience on this picker. I feel like this guy doesn't play the Dazzle mid. It's like, you know what I mean? He's not like pushing the wave and then just like farming and like playing super greedy for his Ags. You know, he's like a TP to his team there. Like he's trying to hit the enemy tower. You know, Badger. Like when you play Dazzle mid, like honestly your only goal is to like get Ags as fast as possible. And if you get a good power rune for ganking, then you gank, or you TP like to dives.
Yeah, I mean,
In general, though, you're like a super greedy mid hero until you have Ags. Like you're literally just like farming as much creeps as you can possibly farm, which is like not really what this Dazzle's been doing so far.
100%. Top lane, we see Apex being gone on once again. He's got Waveformer in 1, he'll end up being fine. But again, Buffles zones him away from this farm, forces him to morph up. Meanwhile, bottom lane is Karan. Shikuchi to the north side. Keith backs up his raids, but the time lapse gets him away. Karan just threading the needle once again, escaping any of these angry heroes. Back to Dazzle. We're talking a lot about him so far. He's being rolled on by Breezy. The roll is short. The kick hits into the Frostbite, but seems like Dazzle will be fine. He's got no grave, but he's got TPs on the way. They'll focus Shroomba. Shroomba will froth at the Razor. Roll in by Breezy. He's magnetizing. He's doing so much damage. But is there a kill? He's now rolling away. He's barely alive still. Magnetize is still ticking, doing a ton of damage. Apex is dropping. Emperor of Asia is dropping. The kick finishes down the Razor. Breezy is still rolling. Peter's now dropping. Onslaught forward by the Buffalo Primal Beast. Apex is still trying to play Dota 2, but he's being kited so hard. His ankles are broken entirely. The Poison Touch kills Shroomba. But look at Apex. He's morphed up all he can do at this point. Blast off brings down Breezy now. 2-for-2 fight mid lane. Keith. Now Keepi's in. The Mind from Charcosity. Jamie the target. And that'll be a dead SD. Double kill for Techies. Ends up being a 3-for-2. A very long fight there.
That tip came a little too soon. Yeah, Radiant is in a really good spot still, but they need to avoid fights like that. That was a pretty decent gold swing for Dire. Comeback gold is very powerful, Badger. Gotta respect it.
It really is powerful. One might say too powerful, but certainly we would agree that it is powerful. Top lane, Buffles is diving. He'll pulverize Charcosity. Charcosity's about half HP. Onslaught forward by Buffles. He's trampling, and that'll be a kill on Charcosity. That's the 18th kill of the game for the Radiant side. We're up to 29 kills at minute 12:58, by the way. This is a real... You know, this is a real Dota. And this is 2.5 kills a minute nearly. This is ridiculous.
The Weaver doesn't even like have the Gleipnir yet. That guy could just kill anybody with that.
Yeah, I mean he's farming well. It's just he just doesn't quite have the gold yet to get the Gleipnir. Else he went, I guess, no bracelet, no shreds. But
so was this the three-way roll swap? For some reason, I thought Apex was the mid player.
No, Apex is a carry player.
Oh.
It's actually no roll swap, but yeah.
No. I got a bit there. Alright, Dazzle is closing in on the Ags, so that'll be a pretty strong spike once they get to it. I think Razor needs to buy like a blade. Like Razor needs to buy like either a blade mail or just rush a BKB. I don't think he's gonna be useful at all if he goes Manta. I think it's gonna be like gonna accomplish like nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jamie and Shroomba, they were just a day late and $1 short on that move. They almost got the rune, but Buffles is here. Actually, crushing everyone but Buffles is here, I should say. Razor will end up going down. Blast off hits 3 from Charcosity. Fantastic blast off forward. The Mind's doing damage. Jamie is dead. So far a 1-for-1. Now Shroomba goes down. Breeze Yard is incredibly roll to the south as he ends up dying. Back to the north side, and Karan juked it out. He'll barely end up escaping, but again, that's a good fight there for design of Tim and Square Deniers, getting that 3-for-1 there.
Yeah. Gave Ember Spirit decent bit of gold too, which I think is pretty important. The Spirit Vessel should be really useful against the Primal Beast and the Air Spirit, and just, I don't know, Spirit Vessel is a good item. Coming in pretty soon, like 600 gold away.
You know what they say, Jim? They say
Also,
Dota...
Dazzle has Zag Snap Badger. This is where it starts.
This is true.
Radiant will need to make like finding the Dazzle at the start of the fight like a pretty big priority. What were you gonna say though before I interrupted?
I was gonna say Dota is a game of inches, you know? If Jamie and Shroomba were slightly faster, they disrupt the Razor, they get the Wisdom Rune. All is well, but instead all is not well.
One thing about Radiant right now is that both their supports are pretty poor, which I think is not very good for their support duo, you know? Like, I think especially CM can be a pretty hard hero to play, like if you're in a weak position. I think that hero needs to be playing like from a point of strength past the early game.
Again, SD also loves to have money, so... And both of these subs could certainly use some money.
Like, this lead is maintaining, but it's not getting bigger, which is a bit concerning for...
Bottom lane,
Radiant.
onslaught forward by Buffalo. Thanks a ton of Charcosity damage. Breezy R rolls in as well. Apex TP's in. It will be a 4v4 fight for now. Magnetized from Breezy R. He silences 3. The ulti comes out from Shroomba. Atos from Karan, but Keith is still fine. Now Razor's arrives. A 5v5 fight. One more sight chains from Keith into a 3-man blast off. It's a dead Karan Weaver. Breezy R has it away for him. James Jamie will banish the Morphling, but I don't think he can get away from this one. There's just too many heroes hunting him. Roll forward by Apex with the Morph into Earth Spirit roll. Jamie's still juking. With Waveform will finish the dive. Double kill for Apex. Shroomba ends up being right-clicked down by Peter. That's 4 kills. Buffles will get 1 counter kill on Razor, but he cannot salvage this fight. He might just end up dying here. Waveform's up in 1. Apex, Waveform's forward, misses the damage. Buffles is fine for the time being, but the fight result is still the same. A 4 for 1 on top of Tower T1 going down. Bottom.
One thing that I'm insanely surprised by now that I see it is that our spirit doesn't have a vessel, bro. He has like a Urn and Dagon. I love BZR, but I think this is super troll. I feel like it'd be a lot stronger with the spirit vessel. What are your thoughts on this Badger?
It's Breezy-Yard Dotes, you know, you get what you get sometimes. Sometimes you get Urn Dagon instead of Vessel. You know, one thing I've learned over actually mid lane.
Things have fallen apart for Radiant really fast.
Solo kill for Buffles bot lane. I actually just missed that one entirely. Watching mid too much. Roll forward by Buffles. Kick onto the Techies. Techies will red mine the mid T1 tower. That got the last hit on that one. Now Radiant head to Peter. Peter graves himself, but that will only delay the inevitable. That's now 2 kills for the side of good Twink hunting.
The kill on the Dazzle is really big because like anytime alone right now he's gonna farm like crazy fast with this build. So that was honestly a really big kill to get for them.
And this is opening this net worth graph is just fascinating. It just keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down right now.
Yeah. Overall, the pace of the game is definitely Dire favorite in my opinion, though. Like they've kind of gotten out of the hardest parts of the game for the core Dazzle and the core Morph, so it's kind of only uphill from here. I do think Razor's choice to buy a Manto as his first item is going to make him totally useless for a while, though. Although I do think they're trying to get bailed out of it.
And speaking of Razor, he was going on by Buffalo, survived it, now ends up getting away on the PB. Breezy-Yard rolls in, finds the Dazzle, 2-man kick to follow, silence as well. Seems like Razor and Dazzle are both dead. Dazzle did get the grave off in time. Keith and Sharkowski right. Blast off on 5! On 5! It blasted off on 5! And wait for him forward by Apex. Time out some Karam Buffles has Ultium 4. Breezer gets triple kill thanks to the Magnetize. And now it's a 2-man route from Karam. The roll forward finds the Morphling Keith. It's remnanting around, but look at Apex. He's just too low. Ultra kill for Breezy-Yard. Giving him the Rampage. The roll forward. Oh, no! Buffles, you screwed it up! But it's still a full 5-man win. A fantastic win for the side of good Twink hunting.
Yeah, they needed that, and that worked out really well. I think Dazzle needs to buy. They need to buy some defensive items, not a blink. Like they need items that actually like protect them, you know, not items that like blink is okay, but it's like you're buying blink into Weaver or Spirit Primal Beast. It just doesn't sound very good. Although they do need to put heroes in front of him if they're gonna team fight. They don't really have great options for that right now because the Razor is not so tanky yet.
This is true. This is true. There is one thing Razor can do, though, even though he's not that tanky. It is kill the Tormentor, Dire side, get a free shard for... Well, it'll end up being Sharkosity. Speaking of Sharkosity, he was gone on top lane by Breezy-Yard and Buffles. Got absolutely sliced, diced, and opened up, so it's the Tormentor for 1-kill trade at this point. Alright, something is lagging my game. I don't know what projectile is going on right now, but something's lagging my game. Breezy-Yard rolls forward. It's a little bit short, but silence and the kick are there. Onslaught forward, stuns. Keith has a remnant up. He can survive long enough. The Dagon is a little bit too much damage before the Ember is dead. Buffles is beyond godlike, by the way.
Sorry, Badger. I'm not gonna lie. I was chewing some food. Not bad.
What kind of food are you chewing?
I put some dumpling in the oven earlier from Costco.
Nice. What kind of dumplings?
Like vegetable shrimp gyoza. They're good.
Cool.
Sorry about that, Badger.
It's okay.
The level of professionalism is not high enough today. I gotta focus up, otherwise we're not gonna make regionals.
Listen, it's okay. I know the judge. He'll let us in.
Alright, hype. I kind of hope this Techies buys an Ag. It looks really good against Radiant. What are your thoughts on this Badger, emotionally?
That seems like a good idea. Speaking of techies being gone on by Karan, Buffles comes in as well. Time lapse from Karan. Charcosity certainly will end up dying. Thanks to the knockback from Buffles, Peter was unable to grave him. I think he was going for the grave there, but the repositioning from Buffles prevented that grave from coming out in time.
Dude, things have just fallen apart so quickly. For like, dude, this game is just crazy, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You know, that's the Breezy R effect for you. You know, sometimes number goes up, sometimes
Dyer's-
number goes down.
yeah, Dyer really needs Razor to finish his BKB, and I think Peter should just buy a BKB. Honestly, I think it's gonna be really hard to fight if he doesn't. Yeah, but it's pretty tough for them to interact right now until they make some BKBs, unless they just hope for Radiant to mess up pretty badly. Oh, Weaver bought a Manta.
Roomba is ready for the return remnant. He's set up. They scout out the Ember remnant. Shroomba was there. Buffalo's onslaught forward. Just great team coordination.
They have
there.
they have a really nice ward on this high ground right here. I really like this ward. People don't use it a lot, but it's a good ward.
I believe it was as he was placing that ward where he found the remnants. It's like, oh, I can just camp here. Breezy is gonna force this remnant out. I can get a free kill.
Radiant actually has like a bunch of really good wards up, but the problem is like they have 5 wards up or like 6 wards up or some shit. Like, dude, that should like you never should have 6 wards up. Oh my god, that's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like funny because like they're all individually good wards, but like when they come together, it's really bad because like why do you have like all those wards? Like why would you ever need 6 wards in the map? You know, it's like.
Listen, Jim,
It's just not good.
the best play would have been to spread the wards out, but the next best play is to do exactly what they're doing right now.
The next plus, I don't know. I gotta think about it, bro.
It's true.
Maybe I
Oh,
I
the
need to think
smoke!
more about
It's
this.
found the Razor. I do not believe Razor's an angle out of this one. He is simply dead. And Apex and Keith need to be a little bit careful. There is Peter from the north side. Peter blinks to the east. Hexon 2 from the Dazzle. Buffles goes forward. Dazzle self-graves. Root onto Keith. Waveform forward by Apex. Apex is low on mana, though. And Buffles is still out of control right now. Root on 2 from the Ember. Apex is still hunting Shroomba. Shroomba's juking him out right now. The juke's from Shroomba. So he's
I
still
feel like
fine. Back to Karan. He's still hunting Keith. Keith is under his tower. Karan wants his kill. Remnant away by Keith. Back over to Charcosity. He's being gone on by Breezy R and Shroomba. That'll be one more kill there for the Radiant side. 3 for 0 once again. You were saying, Jim.
I feel like I don't see enough blade mails purchased in legal odds. I was just thinking about it. Like for example, Primal Beast didn't go blade mail this game. I mean, he was owning so hard that like it's probably fine, but like Razor doesn't like. It's just a trend I was like noticed. I was thinking about, you know. I feel like people don't buy blade mail enough. It's a really good item this patch, though. Yeah. A lot of heroes who are very good at buying it, and a lot of heroes who it's good against.
Alright, Apex needs to be real careful. We wait for him right into Buffles! It's an absolute disaster. He'll get graved by Peter. Blast off again on 4 from Charcosity. The SD is so low, he'll end up going down, but back over to the other side, Dire are collapsing on their core heroes. It's already a dead Razor. Apex is low. Charcosity's barely alive. I think he'll end up barely ticking down here. Or perhaps, never mind. Yes, he did tick down. So far it's a 2 for 2. Actually, not as bad as it seemed for the Tiananmen Square Deniers side at first. That's a only a 2 for 2 there.
I think Morphling is just not going to be poning until he gets the BKB after Conda. I really hope he buys the BKB after Conda, by the way. If he doesn't, he's like kind of griefing. What are your thoughts on this Badger?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a real big expert on this this hero's item build, so I'm not going to particularly comment on it. What I will comment on though is the items that Breezy R is buying. He's almost at an Aghanim Scepter, I believe. I think he has 2 components in his courier right now. Where is his courier? Yeah, there it is. He has 2 components of Aghanim Scepter. He'll have Aghanim Scepter for the next fight. So,
I noticed Breezy are buying the Aghanims, and I've just been thinking to myself, like, if I like this choice or not. I'm still not certain how I feel, Badger, to be honest.
you know what? I don't blame you. I will say, Breezy R has got some real carry player backpack going on right now. Which is funny because he's not a carry player, but there's just some stuff in there right now. Not all of it useful.
Notice
First
how the
round of
Royal
game
Jelly
goes
is
down.
that 8 charges a Badger. That means he's been using it.
Yeah. He's been, I mean, okay, the Royal Jelly I defend, but the Quelling Blade is what makes it go into carry player backpack territory.
Yeah, no, keeping the Quelling Blade is something else.
Bottom lane, Gleipnir on Apex. He already used his Manta. He's trying to morph up strength. This is way too much damage. That is a dead Morphling. He's dead for 70 seconds. I don't believe that would be Rax, but it's certainly time for more. Wait a minute, I think it's time for buildings to die. But Radiant want more kills. A smoke on 2 from Shroomba. They're headed mid. Keef and Sharkosity are both there. And they're both about to not be there. Blastoff is dodged by Jamie. And well, goodbye Sharkosity. Keef will run to the south. He's attempting a TP. The TP will succeed. Sharkosity will not be so lucky. That's now 2 heroes dead for about 40 seconds on the Dire side. This T2 mid should be the target now.
Badger, I'm just a little worried. I don't know.
A little worried for Dire.
Yeah.
I mean, he shouldn't be a little bit worried.
I think
He
this
should be
Morphling
very
is way
worried.
too. This Morphling is super far away from like hard carrying, and I feel like I think that this team should not pick mid Dazzle again. I'm sorry, alright, not trying to be toxic, but I don't really feel like they're aware of the best ways to leverage mid Dazzle strengths. There we go.
I see it.
How did you like that phrasing, Badger? I worked hard.
I appreciate your phrasing. Unfortunately, Keith does not appreciate your phrasing. He's too busy being dead right now. He's still remnanting, but they're just hunting him down right now. And that will end up being a dead Ember Spirit eventually. Back to the mid lane. There was a little bit of action towards the tower area, but nobody died on either team there.
Primal Beast, I think either has or is about to have a Kaya Sanj, so that's pretty painful for them.
Mm-hmm. It's only going to get more painful, it appears.
Dire needs to start a fight on like the 2 enemy supports, kill them both, and then like I don't know, like chain stun the Spirit maybe. The Spirit is not as tanky as he might seem. I mean, he's pretty tanky.
Yeah, 3k HP. 1 T.
I mean, Weaver doesn't have a Linken's, he doesn't have an SNY, he doesn't have a Hurricane Pike. Weaver's actually after the Aegis is gone, Weaver's not too hard to kill. While he has the Aegis, I don't think he's gonna die twice. But once his Aegis is gone, he's pretty easy to combo as long as Shadow Demon is dead. Or I guess Earth Spirit too, because Earth Spirit could like do the turn him stone thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It seems like maybe they wanted to go towards Karan. Karan moved towards his team, though. Speaking of that Dire side, they are smoked up as 5. And they're looking to go from the west to their own tri-camp. Looking at Dire Vision, they see a couple heroes towards the tower area. Looking at Radiant Vision, they see nothing. Now, the smoke on Ember has popped. Sight chains onto Jamie. Jamie will self-disrupt. In come both teams. Roll forward by the Breezer. Onslaught forward by Buffles. Dire are trying to fight this one. They've killed Shroomba. They need more than Shroomba. The trade is for the mid-tassel so far. The Razor's incredibly low. The Morphling's incredibly low. Morphling to fall. Razor to fall. Techies is dropping. 4 dead. Double kill for Buffles, and again, the lead.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's getting out of hand.
This is looking like a jungle gap JG GG angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit of JGGG going on. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget the gap, like JG gap, like jungler gap.
That's why I did JG Jungle Gap.
No, 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 that's not how you say it. Like
It's not.
JG is like if you
That's just
type JG, like it doesn't mean jungle gap. If you type JG, like space gap, then it means jungle gap.
huh?
You see what I'm
Wow. Are League players that bad at acronyms?
Are league players that bad at acronyms?
It seems like they are. Top lane, dive in, buy Buffles. And Peter can knock the grave off in time. Actually, yes, he can. He barely lived in time, which keeps him alive for the time being. Karan will lose one life, but he still has one more life to play with. And there's a
Oh,
pause.
is this a BM pause, bro? Really?
Okay, I'm checking. I'm seeing it. Everyone's got low ping, no packet loss. I don't know about that. Okay, I'll believe him, but
Is there like beef between these two teams?
I highly doubt it.
Oh. He wrote PB shit too much. I don't know if I hope that wasn't a like why?
Okay, this game is not very well optimized. This team is not really out to BM. I don't think. I could be wrong, but again, both teams are alive on 5. Buffles will onslaught forward because of Razor. Did not get the stun off. Swarm on Dazzle. Dazzle will look to remove it. Buffles walks forward, walks away, walks forward, walks away. And for now, Dire have held. They have not lost barracks quite yet.
Try to see if there's any items that they have queued up that can maybe really change things. Dazzle with level 18 and Octarine is honestly pretty powerful, so there is that. He's still, I mean, he's like really far away from the Octarine, but still. Badger, what path of success are you seeing? Oh, also they have techies. They're mining their base. Okay, Badger, this is actually a path to success. He does not have the proximity mines cooldown talent though, so that kind of hurts this plan of techies fighting to win. You know what I mean?
I feel like the play has to be Radiant Throws somehow. Not sure how realistic it is, but that's got to be the best angle. Is just catch
If they
them
have
on a
enough
dive,
mines in their
punish.
base and they dive too far, it's actually like pretty easy to defeat techies mines and base.
True.
People do not like assume that there's going to be like 100 of them stacked up in the back lines, and they dive super deep and then they die.
He's putting them up. I think there's 10 in the base right now, so he's getting a lot of mines in the base. He's mining it on up, and
They are only level 2 mines, which are still a lot of damage, but they're not as crazy as level 3 mines.
true. Seems like it might be Tormentor time, but this time on the Radiant side. That'll be, again, another shard for these Radiant side heroes. There it is. That's a shard for Karan. That's a
With
nice
how
shard to
hard
get.
Radiant is winning, I'm a little surprised that their supports aren't like their supports are like they have like a bit of farm, but I'm a little more surprised. I'm a little surprised that neither of their supports are like have any crazy items or like are really farmed. You know, I feel like these heroes are good at hitting creeps during downtime.
It's a very sort of stratified network situation where the cores are having a great time. Subs, I mean, they're getting assist gold. They're getting assist gold. Good escape by Keith, by the way. Breaks the gank, gets away. Only the Roshan respawn time, Jim. It's very slow.
Hey, that's more time for Dire to keep farming, so good for them. Honestly, it's not like Dire is so far away from cutting into their lead, Radiant's lead right now that like if Radiant wants to just do nothing until Roshan respawns, that's honestly fine. You know what I mean, Badger? Like if they want, they could just hardcore chill.
Well, they're not hardcore chilling because they're onslaughting for Razor once again. He can beat KB if he wants to. He's held it, and well, at this point, he might as well have held it because he's dead anyways. That's 45 kills for the good twink hunting side, and For to the Tiananmen Square deniers side, they're just again they're trying to split the map, getting whatever farm they can wherever they can, but that's the Dota 2 sometimes. Dude, what Jamie's doing is so illegal, by the way. He blinks away, dodges out Keith. Oh
I
man.
mean, they have like 3 radiant wards up there. It's not. It's like it's illegal and it's fine. It's fine. He was just having some fun.
I mean, hitting wave alone, that close to the enemies, while your teammates are showing in like 2 other lanes, that is incredibly bold to do.
I mean, it was a little bit psycho, but like it wasn't that psycho. Like they have so many wards up on the map. Radiant seems to like really like they kind of go on like warding shopping sprees, you know? Like they stockpile their wards and then they place like a bunch within like 30 seconds and then they like don't have place any, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like the tide. It goes in, it goes out, it goes in, it goes out. It's high tide right now, but we'll have low tide again soon.
Yeah. I haven't been paying as much attention to Dyer's wards, but that's, you know, they're kind of stuck in their base, so like all they have are the, actually there's some pretty nice like little weasel wards. I'm gonna ping them out on the map and draw.
Over to Karan, he's looking for a soul kill on Sharkosity, and he will not get it. That was some gold. Never mind, he will not get it. Breezy R.
I really
Nah, still no kill.
I think Techie should just save up for an Ags, and like you just commit to the base defense. You go Aghanims and then Octarine, and you just commit to like being complete like rat people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. A style you're certainly familiar with, and one that Dyer can and perhaps should employ at the current time.
I mean,
now,
with Techies, it's so easy to pull off. Like, it's just like sitting in your base. Like, dude, like, it's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
The saddest part though is he does not have the 3-second proximity mines cooldown talent. You know?
Yeah.
Like there could be so many more mines right now, Badger.
There could be, but alas, there's not.
All right, they waited out the Aegis or the Roshan respawn. They will get it. I think Dyer should give up the top racks for free, maybe, and then try to hold the other 2.
I missed that kill entirely somehow, but Buffles the soul killed Weave Emperor, aka Emperor of Asia.
Morpling's net worth has actually gone up quite a bit, by the way, during all of this like downtime. He actually has gotten a decent bit stronger. I don't really think there's an item he can buy with his remaining gold though to give him another nudge.
Yeah, and you did mention they probably should give up the top racks, and since they will give up the top racks for free, top racks are incredibly dead. Now all the mines are being killed. All of Sharkosity's work
Yeah,
is money
I mean,
for
to be
nothing.
fair, I mean, the other mine patch where the tower is still alive can maybe be more useful. We'll see if it pans out or not. I do think this Dazzle needs to try poking them and making them dive. I don't think you can just like let this happen forever. That guy is not possible. Oh my god, Palmbeast is so tanky.
Ember's trying to poke around right now, doing a little bit of poking on the backline action. But look at Primal Beast. His damage is being stolen. He does not care. He's pulverizing anyways. Oh, dear God.
Maiden down, though.
Shroomba is dead. Brought down backlines by Apex and Keith. Ember is the trade. Now Morphling's being gone on. He's been dig on by a Breezy R. Now he's been brought down. Karan loses 1 life, but he's got 1 more to play with. Apex buys back into the game. Sharkosity being run down by Buffles. Roll backwards by a Breezy R. Sharkosity tanks Vestal. Wait for him in by Apex. He wants Karan. Karan's so low right now. But they just haven't finished the job. Now Buffles will tank the brunt of the damage. The Shard Hex from Dazzle. Link in by the Razor. Wait for him in by Apex. He wants the Breezy R, but he's being... Oh, the Rage. It'll save him. But is it enough? He's manting, but he's silenced again. The blast off on 3. Apex is still alive. And Radiant are beginning to die a couple other heroes.
Like 30 HP, bro.
Breezy R is barely alive. As you mentioned, Buffles is half HP. But Dyer, at long last, are collapsing, it appears. Wait, he's rolling again on Breezy R? He did. He's still fine, by the way. Techie spies back. Mid-racks will end up going down a few more hits.
And like heal like 2k HP or something like that if you wanted.
He could. Meanwhile, Hex again from Peter with the Aghanim Shard. Onslaught on Techies. Techies half HP. He's Dagon. He's down. That's a dive back. Buffalo's is now diving tier 4s, it appears. Now he'll run away. Grave onto the Razor. Razor's still fighting. Wait for him in by Apex. He still wants Breezy, but he just can't kill Breezy R. He's Shikuchiing on the Morphling. He wants the Weaver. It's Weaver on Weaver action, but he's stolen by Breezy R. They're kiting Apex old Manta, but he's through it again. That's a dive back on Morphling, and that's gonna be our game. GG is called. Dire will die as their throne dies to the GG call. In game 1, we'll go the way of good twink hunting.
Yeah. I think they should ban the Earth Spirit. I don't think that they responded too well in draft or in play. Not to like play them too much, but I think that they should not let Breezy R have Earth Spirit again. What are your thoughts on this, Badger?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he would just walk up slowly, 8-pick Earth Spirit, but yeah, maybe I'm behind on my Breezy R tech.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I also really, I think that they need. I think the Dazzle Mid did not pan out, and they should avoid going for it again. Yeah.
I agree. And either you are a Dazzle core player, or you're not. And Peter is not, so perhaps he can have some luck on Twinder, but it doesn't mean he cannot play Dazzle mid.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut us to a short break. Jim, you got any final words to the people before game 2?
No. I mean, I think nice game by Radiant. Yeah. I don't know. GG's.
I did.
I don't really have anything to say past that.
My name's Badger, joined by Jim, and we'll be joined by game number 2 in a few more minutes. Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for game number 2 of the series you might have already been watching, but if you are just joining us, welcome to Tiananmen Square Deniers, who lost game 1 on the Radiant side, taking on good Twink Hunting, who won game number 1 on the Dire side. And it's Badger, and once again joined by a man of many titles, including, of course, friend of Badger and top 1K EU leaderboard in Dota. It is our good friend Jim, aka Rook, aka Strawberry Shark. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm enjoying my time spent with Badger. Although I think he's getting really mad about the fact that we haven't caught any eels in the recent cast.
Listen,
Yeah.
sometimes the net goes out. Sometimes you bring in eels. Sometimes you don't bring in eels. That's just the way it goes. Sometimes it is what it is, Jim.
True, Badger. True. This opening is looking like heroes already looking pretty different for both teams.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Is this like do you know where this hoodwink is going, Badger, or no?
I believe it's up, but I know Breezy can play it mid if it has to go mid. I will say though, I
Yeah.
know between the games, you mentioned how you wanted to see TSD ban out 2 heroes first phase. You wanted them to ban out the Earth Spirit, and you wanted them to ban out the Primal Beast. Well, they banned Earth
Yeah.
Spirit, they banned Primal Beast.
Yep. They have double picked their support. Okay.
That's how it goes. Wait, it could be Corvenge. It's not going to be, but it could be.
I really like I like Corvenge.
Me too, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. When I play Venge though, I always like, dude, I literally every time I play Venge, I always just hard rush the Ags with Brown Boots, by the way.
I've played with your Venge. I've casted your Venge. I'm aware. It's very good. I think it's very good. I've copied your build.
Bro, it's so like even on support it's so dumb strong. I like the Centaur pick. This is a Centaur pick. Crystal Maiden is fine. Don't really love it honestly, but it's fine. It's just Crystal Maiden, you know? Um
Maybe it's their
yeah.
designated Shroomba hero all season. I'm just gonna have Shroomba play it every game.
It could be that their version of Tree and Protector Badger.
5 seconds.
And sometimes you have like a low and more sub player in your team. You just pick them the exact same hero every single game. Keep them in the comfort zone. I mean, we did that. You mentioned the tree.
True.
We did it with Abaddon as well. Like, ooh, tied mid.
Artorias was on Sky duty for a while. I mean, he had more variety during the season, but there was a period where he was on Sky Mage duty.
I mean, they could have banned Tree Sky, and they just didn't. For like every series of playoffs,
I
let's
know
have Tree
it was
Sky.
so bizarre, dude. It was so. What were they banning, Badger? What even? Like, what the fuck were people banning against us? I don't remember.
They were banning like Dazzle and Venge and Ench because you played it one game and you scared them.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember I played Ench one time, and then like it got banned like every single time afterwards, and it was like, what the heck, bro? I think I picked it in like a super free Ench game too, where like literally all of their heroes were auto attackers, so like they just couldn't hit me. You know what I mean, Badger? But like
I was there. Yeah.
that was the most unwarranted like chain ban I've ever seen. Queen, okay,
It's not tied mid. Feels bad, man.
it's not. I don't know. Aside from this quad pick, I think the type pick was fine. It looks chill. I don't really love Quap.
5 seconds
Like
remaining.
all three of those heroes have pretty good stuns against her, so not my favorite. But if their mid likes it, then I think it's fine to put them on something that they're comfortable with. Quap is very safe in terms of like you can pick them in like what are they gonna pick enemy mid to counter them, right? Like it's Quap.
I mean, again, historically the pick would have been Puck. Obviously, the Quap Puck matchup's a little better for Quap than it has been in many years past, but even that, it's been banned out, so no Puck.
Pretty curious to see what Dire pick here. If I was them, I'd probably pick up a pause one. I feel like there's still a lot of mids in the pool, but I guess there's still a decent bit of pause ones too. I mean, they see their lane. They probably. Well, they're gonna be picking back to back. So the question is, why do they not want to get banned out more, right?
Apparently, carry. They could have went with a
Juggernaut,
number of
okay.
these sort of meta carry selections out of range.
I do
Heroes.
think
They chose
Juggernaut-
Jug instead.
I think Juggernaut will be really strong in the lane here, but I don't really love this Jug pick. Venge is really good against it. Queen of Pain is like pretty good against it.
10 seconds
Uh,
remaining.
I don't know. I just don't like it. It looks strong. Perhaps I mean, if their only concern is, hey, I want to play a hero I'm comfortable on who can have a really strong start, then it's a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What are your thoughts, Badger?
Karan. My thoughts are that Karan just wants to sort of play a hero that represents him, and much like Jug, Karan wears a mask 24/7 just to hide his face. And you know what? I do the same thing, so I understand.
So when he was playing Weaver, was he trying to say that, oh, I'm a bug?
Radiant team ban.
Nah, in his last game he felt very disassociated from playing that though. So now he has become a man again.
Okay, but you said he was like being like wearing a mask all the time. Is that very manly?
Depends what's under your mask.
Dire
Depends
team
who you're hiding, Jim.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree, Badger. I have to think on this. I'm just saying I think your analogy isn't as airtight as you were hoping for. Sorry, I'm sorry for poking holes in it, Badger, but you know, a co-caster's got a tough job to do.
I understand. I fully respect it.
I have to fight the villainy.
Am I the villainy here? Am I the villain?
I don't know, to be honest. Like I just said it. Okay, I'm sorry, Badger.
Didn't know I was the villain.
We can both be the villain. How about that?
You know what? You're right.
All right. What mid would I pick if I was Dire?
10 seconds remaining.
I feel like there's some really good mid picks, and I'm just like blanking. Ember, if they feel good on it,
Remaining.
pretty good. Ember can dodge like a lot of spells this game. So if if they had a very confident Ember mid angle, then they could send that. What does Breezyar play? Like I know he plays Earth Spirit, Puck, and Primal Beast, but like what if all three of those are gone? Like what does he pick?
I think he just plays like standard mid heroes beyond that point. You know, your spirits.
Well, I mean to be fair, Puck is a standard. Puck and Primal Beast are both pretty standard.
Okay, how about other standard mid heroes then?
Okay, I see. Sure.
I know he plays Sniper. They got banned as well though. Again, I think these are pretty good bans.
Radiant team pick.
And it'll be Tusk mid. Okay then. It will be Tusk mid, unless I mentioned earlier it could be Hoodwink mid. I don't think it's that likely, but it could be Tusk sup
10
Hoodwink mid
seconds
potentially.
remaining.
Interesting, Badger. Very interesting.
5 seconds
No, Jamie.
remaining.
I think I've seen Jamie play support Tusk before. I definitely seen Breezy R play mid Hoodwink before, so it is a possible pick here.
All right, what
Ready?
pause ones are available for Radiant? Um, oh, you know it's pretty good here, but I don't know if they play it. Ricky. Yeah.
I can see it, but Ricky is one of those heroes sometimes where when you start losing, you can really start losing.
Yeah,
Though,
yeah,
so
you would. But they have a lot of like good tools for it. They have a mid who can be active like early and really mobile and fight with Ricky. They have like a team fight on their other heroes. They would have a really strong lane with either of the supports. Although I do think Ricky's a pretty finicky hero, so even if they did play it, maybe not, just because it can be like you can either like be like 6-0 in lane or 0-6 by such small margins. You know what I mean, Badger? Like even when it's going well, like it can fall apart so fast too. You know?
absolutely.
Chaos
Choose your
Knight.
hero.
I it's okay. I don't want to say I don't really love the Chaos Knight pick, but it's okay.
Yeah, we have been seeing a little more CK as of recently,
I
so
have they had 24 both games? Like was that more false with 24 pick?
yeah, it was. It was 24 both games.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't know if they've been getting the most value out of saving their carry pick for 24. Not to like flame them too much, but I just don't really. Yeah.
It is what it is. Oh, so it is the mid hoodwink. Okay, okay.
It seems like the BZR team just like first picks their mid, so then their mid like goes AFK and is like, guys, all right, good luck or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What do you
Brizier
think the
would
odds
say
are of
that.
that?
I played a team with him. He would do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's kind of the emotional feeling I'm getting from these first pick mids.
He'll just be like, "Hey guys, just pick my hero. First phase it." Actually, a little more deeper pitch than that, but you know what I mean.
I
That's sort of
yeah,
like sort of tempo.
I do think it could be okay. The Chaos Knight actually could pop off a lot harder now that I see that it could be a like he might be leaning against like double melee. And like CK could actually eat up a Tusk Centaur lane. Uh, I do think it's pretty dependent on how like all the people use their spells, but this is kind of good
Mm-hmm.
for Radiant.
Well, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of Good Twink Hunting on the Dire side, taking on Tiananmen Square Deniers on the Radiant side. My name is Badger. I'm once again joined by Jim, aka Strawberry Shark. And much like last game, both teams are smoked up as 5. Some very interesting chat. You know, a little bit of talking about bullet game chess, a little bit talking about monster energy drinks, a little bit of horniness from the Centaur player, and seems like we have some some Dota 2 on our hands. You actually have 5 horns?
Oh, what is going on in this chat?
I don't know, but it is what it is, lads, Jim. Sometimes you just, I mean, it could be worse. It could be a lot of flame in the all chat. There's been a couple of games, especially last season, there are a couple of really raucous flame games. So to see this, which is, I mean, degenerate certainly, but not hostile. You know what I mean?
Does Centaur have five horns though? Now I'm kind of
I'm
curious.
looking at his cosmetics. I'm trying to say, I mean, obviously the 2 in the head, but
How do you go into cinematic mode if you're a caster?
there
Can
used
you?
to be a button to do it, and
Well,
they got
I
rid of
know
the
in
button.
regular Dota it's like I, right? But when I click I, it just that's the buyback status.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's a button somewhere, but I don't remember it. Cause if I remembered it, I would be doing that right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Can you stop moving
Oh, I
around,
found the
please?
horns. His horns are on his weapon.
These horns are. Oh, bro, that doesn't count.
Well, it's 2 actual horns, like more weapon-based horns.
Yeah, but like that's like if they're on your weapon that you're holding, it doesn't count.
Okay,
I don't know.
so if you were an elk and you're like
Yeah.
your last season horns fell off, and then you grew new horns, and you usually wielded the old horns as a weapon, would you say you have 4 horns or 2 horns?
I don't know. That's like a compelling point, Badger, but I just like to be fair, he's not just like wielding his horns as weapons. Doesn't he have like an axe, and then it's like the horns are plastered to the axe?
Well, yeah, I mean he's affixed the horns to the axe either for function reasons or for cosmetic reasons. It's very intimidating at that point. It's like, man, I've survived 2 cycles of being Centaur Warrunner. I got 2 horns here. Perhaps he killed a rival, steal his horns. I mean, it makes you think. You know, it makes the neurons activate, Jim.
Yeah. I will say that starting from level 2 or level 3, I think that this Radiant safe lane should be able to get some kills. Oh wow, dude, Tusk is so low on this drag already. Wow, what?
Yeah, you got
Oh, he had
blasted.
small pull and he didn't use it. Wow. Not the optimal response by Radiant, but hey, they almost killed him, so whatever. Overall, things are. Oh wow, bro, this is going crazy.
Maybe it's actually. I mean, sure.
The Chaos Knight. It would have been really good for Radiant if Chaos Knight dragged the wave around. I don't know if he could have though. I wasn't watching if Centaur was blocking it or not.
Well, since Keith is one of the higher MMR sub players in the league, I'm sure if he wanted to go for the small camp pull, he would have. But he's like, you know what? I could blast this guy. He's very low. I can win this fight.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't paying close enough attention to know exactly what happened at that very moment.
Speaking of Keith, he's tanking spells, but CK has a stun on Buffalo's looking for Buffaloes. He's got not 1, but 2 rings of protection. And I've missed First Blood for... Is that the first time all season I missed First Blood? It
I
might
don't
be.
know.
Regardless, First Blood tied, bringing down Crystal Maiden. And didn't even need Gush to do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised actually, by the way, that they got first blood without Gush. That's pretty surprising actually. I feel like something must have went really wrong there for Dire, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty surprising.
And bot
Alright,
lane seemed more interesting, so I just kept watching bottom lane, to be honest.
yeah. Middle, definitely going well for Peter. Um, he's looking more comfortable in this year than he was the last one, so I'm gonna root for him.
Over the top lane, spin forward by Karan. Emperor of Asia is a-okay. Karan tanks half his HP from the blast off. It is Lotus time in both side lanes. I think, never mind. So one to both teams, actually. I thought for a second that, at the Radiant side grabbed the both, but Jamie grabbed the south side one. Chaos Bolt on Buffles. Into the Venge stun. He's taking a lot of damage. Jamie has a snowball. He's got the Lotus. He wants to use it on Buffles, but he doesn't use the allied Lotus in time. I don't know if it would have saved him anyways, but he
Yeah,
is
I
certainly
think,
dead on Buffles now.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think he would have. Maybe if the centaur got a stomp off, then they snowballed, then the healing lotus, it could have worked. Maybe I'm not actually sure. I think he probably is just dead because of blood grenade. So yeah, I don't know if he griefed him or not. Hard for me to tell. Centaur is coming back into the lane with a chainmail now, so that'll help him against the combo.
Yeah,
Oh,
even more armor. Keeps inside the shards. Apex has Reality Rift. Chaos Bolt on Centaur. Centaur into
Oh.
neutral Centaur. Both hoof stop Keef. Keef's taking a lot of Centaurs right now. And, well, Centaur, with the aid of the Centaur neutral, gets the kill on Venge Spirits.
Brute.
You want to know why the neutral Centaur did that, Jim?
He was mad about the horny joke. I don't know.
No, he saw the number of horns that Buffles had and was like, yo, if I don't cooperate, it'll be me next.
Oh,
Being
okay.
added to his weapon.
Fair, fair. Oh, I know going daggers isn't as popular anymore, but I feel like 2 points in daggers against Hoodwink would be pretty good. Like, it's not like Hoodwink does not really have like amazing base HP regen, and they have a pretty small HP pool.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked that a lot. Yeah.
It's got 2 points in Blink instead. Not even
Yeah.
1 point in Dagger.
This is a pretty common. But I do think that this would have been a good game to get to go like 2 points in Shadow Strike, or if you really wanted to absolutely destroy the lane, you go 3 points. I mean, I probably wouldn't do that, but yeah, I do think this would have been a good angle for it. Still, this co-op build is really good at farming, really good at ganking. Sure, it's fine.
Well, seems like top lane, we got a little bit of trading on our hands. Thought for a second there might be a little more of a fight, but again, it's a little bit of trading. Seems like mid
Tusk
lane's
looking
gonna
mid.
be the name of the game. Tusk is on the way. Hoodwink's already there. Peter, the half HP Fairy Fire at the ready. Hoodwink unleashes the arsenal. Tusk actually ends up rotating for the rune instead, so they're gonna contest Peter.
Oh,
At the
I'm not sure
minute
Peter
6
saw,
rune.
but BZR just like worded while on word, like really obviously. Might be a free D word for him later.
They've got double ward coverage actually on Peter. One placed by Jamie, one placed by Breezer. Sharpshooter's on the way. Can he hit it? Oh, off of the mark. Now it's a blast off onto Breeziar. The rune was top. Sharkosity grabbed it. He's going for the kill on Hoodwink. He actually might get it. He's got the mine. He's going to get one more hit beyond that. And Sonic Wave will do the job. Peter blinking in to finish the kill. And has to go back to the fountain, but with some extra cha-ching in his hand.
True.
He's not gonna die
Tidy's
here,
having
right?
a really free lane.
He's not gonna die here on Queen of Pain, is he? Snowball forward, he's got the Fairy Fire, he's fine.
Tida's like really good last hits for this lane. Oh, they're gonna kill Shroomba too, he's so dead.
Yeah, Shroomba's dead. Meanwhile, bot lane, they're going in for Buffles. I missed the Shroomba kill to watch Buffles kill bottom. So it better end up happening. And yep, with the crit from Apex, that'll be a kill. So yeah, 2 kills across the map.
Yeah,
One
I was
top lane,
not
one
I
bot
was
lane.
not in love with this Chaos Knight pick, but now that I see that it's Hoodwink mid and he's just Chaos Knight into like double melee, this is pretty tough for the Tusk Centaur.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like they actually do have some pretty nice counterplay, but like I think think you have to use your spells pretty well to like actually have like an even lane against this.
You end up
High
seeing
cat one.
High Cat one. You end up seeing one wisdom into both teams, by the way. Sharkosity and Buffles, the two players who grabbed him. And again, now at this point we are.
Dude, Tide is rushing a Yules.
Wait, what?
I don't like this.
Neither do I. It seems.
I guess it's for Jug, bro, or like.
You could buy that later, though. You can get other things first.
Dude, I feel like you could just buy like Vlad's and just like farm so like I don't know, bro. Vlad's is just so crazy on Tide Hunter.
Mhm.
Like, oh, and it's really good here. Like you know, Jug spins on you, you like E him in the middle of the wave or whatever, and like you heal the full.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
So good.
Jamie might be dead, by the way. Vend is low on mana, though. With a good ice shards, Jamie will end up. Never mind, dying to level 2 blast stuff. You know, it's funny. We had a wait, bottom lane. Is that a smoker? It's an invis room for Breezy R. Looking for a kill on Apex. We had a nomination for worst Yule's purchase timing wise, but wait a minute. Hold that thought, me. His top lane, they're going for CK. Bushwhack into the sharpshooter. Illusions have been used by Apex, and sharpshooter is tanked by Keith. So now it's running away time. Breezy R's half HP. Apex gets fogged. Honest reality if now goes into the cast for Breezy R. Apex needs to be very, very careful of Frostbite.
Bro,
And
Apex is
that'll be a death
crazy.
on Apex. The two-time
Bro.
champ has fallen, and now Radiant lost to fight bottom lane.
I think that was really greedy. I like to go for more there. I feel like they should have just been like happy, like, oh guys, we dodged the this hoodwink gank.
Yeah, and they're taking more gank at this point, because Koran has arrived to bring down Sharkosity. That's another kill bottom lane. They'll look to parlay that into the tower. It is glyphed, but Koran's got the healing ward. It is sieging time.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is
Yes, I agree with you, Butcher. I concur.
You know what's funny? We can make a compilation of just really bad timing Yule's purchases. Like, mid lane. Is that a solo kill for Breezy R? Looks like it might be. Keeps trying to juke it out, but he couldn't juke it out in time. But it will be a counter kill. Sonic Wave there from Peter to bring down Breezy R. Shroomba is here. Peter's tanking the tower. Blast out forward by Sharkosity. The scream from Peter and a death on Shroomba. That is a 2-for-1. And now the mid D1 tower is brought down by Peter and Sharkosity.
Dude, there's literally no. Okay, no. Okay, Buffalo's has raindrops. Okay. I was about to say that literally no one in this game is raindrops, but Buffalo's does. I'm gonna have to give big props to Buffalo's right here. For both teams, this is a really good game for raindrops. And I think he's the only player who has them right now, so.
It's
Yeah.
true, yeah. Only one in the inventory at the very least. Top lane Ravage is available. Peter's a double damage rune. Shards forward by Jamie. Emperor of Asia still has Ravage. He's stunned by Breezy R. And that'll
Oh,
be a
bro,
death
bro,
on
bro.
Tide.
Tide interchanged his build. He's just going. Thank God, Betcher. Thank God. He's buying a Vlad's.
He saved his build. Stampede forward by Buffles. Blink away by Peter. Apex is the target. Omni Slash in by Koran. Sharkosity is low. Sharkosity is dead. But the blast off still goes off on 2. Peter screams down Koran. He's bumped up and brought down by Jamie. That's forward on the Radiant side. And now the lone survivor Keith is on the run. He'll end up being alive, it appears. That's a big win there for the side of good twink hunting.
That was like a 2K gold swing or something like that. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, 2.5K actually. That's a big swing.
Yeah. That cheese.
Goblin Techi. We are seeing the towers finally die though. The bot T1's already dead. Dire side mid T1's already dead. Now this top side dire side T1 about to die. Swap in
Crystal
by
Maiden's so dead.
Keith. And as you mentioned, CM's a very dead. Jamie is here for a counter kill on
my.
Peter though. That's a big counter kill. Let's stop in on 2. Ravage on 3. Those blocking a spin from Karan. Emperor Beja is dead. The trade once again is for Jamie. Sharkosity to fall.
Oh my
Keith
God, dude,
not long
Breezy R is
behind.
level
Triple kill
10.
for Breezy R. Yeah, he's
Dude,
level 10.
BZR has just suddenly like gained so much golden EXP, like an absolutely crazy amount. He got 1K gold from that last fight, bro.
He was in the last 2 fights. I think he survived. He survived both of the fights, so I'm not too shocked about that one at all.
Yeah.
ton of currency has been cultivated by the
Pretty
Breezer.
curious to see what the CK will buy as his item build, by the way. I think that'll be interesting to see. I could see him going the like the Orchid. Like early Orchid would be pretty strong against the Jug.
Mhm.
Most of their heroes too. Queen of Pain appears to be going no Witchblade, just going Akaya. I think do I like the Axe build this game? I'm not sure what Quap should buy, honestly. Honestly, Mage Slayer seems pretty
Lane,
good.
T1 tower is dead. Jamie punches up Keith. Keith is incredibly dead. Karan secures the last hit. That's 13 kills now for the side of good Twink hunting.
For some reason, I thought Karan would buy a Battle Fury. I don't know why. I just kind of imagined him as like a Battle Fury always Juggernaut player. You know what I'm talking about, Badger? Those
Yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
Juggernaut
I know
players
what you
who
mean.
always buy it.
I feel like in this game being CK, it's not bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a really like I feel like if you want to solo carry as Jug like super hard, like you want to completely 1v9 the game, you should buy it. And like if you have a little more faith in your team, you go the Maelstrom build. So maybe Karan just believes in his team a lot.
I mean, they did nerf the Maelstrom a little bit recently, so Battle Free stocks on Jug are higher, but yeah, Maelstrom's still very nice.
Alright, Chaos Knight is getting an Orchid next. I like that. Looking for a kill on Buffles. I don't think he's getting the
Good
solo.
blast
Queen
off
of Pain is nearby.
dodge from Jamie, but the rune still goes to Sharkosity. Jamie's broken all the red mines. He's now running TP in by Emperor of Asia, and that'll be a dead Tusk, surely.
Oh,
Meanwhile, bot lane
Peter.
Peter goes down to Breezy R and Buffles. Back to Jamie. He's distracting me right now. And he ends up not getting denied the neutrals. Back to the bottom lane again. Stun from Keith there on Breezy R. Frostbite in by Shroomba. Into the Bushwhack. Into the right clicks. That'll be a dead Venge eventually. Good swap away by Keith, but Buffles secures the kill.
Ooh, Keith
That's
has
a 2 for
treads.
1.
I don't like this. Treads.
Dude, his Venge build is like literally the most 2012, other than the Blood Grenade, it is the most 2012 thing of all time.
This is I don't know.
Threads.
Juan double
I don't know
bracer
about it, I'm not saying
treads Observer War with no sentries stacked up. That is straight out of like a Malk build.
True, true that.
Alright, let's see. Radiant is like really hugging their own side. Like, they even have an extra tower like alive in comparison to Dire, but they are really. I don't know. I feel like they got some fear in their hearts right now. I mean, slightly rightfully so, but also like a little too much fear.
And it's too early to have fear. Way too early to have fear.
Yeah.
And they've got no blink on Centaur. They don't have a great way of like no blink on Tusk either. Once like you see Centaur Tusk blink, then it's time to be a little more scared. But yeah, if you're scared now, you'll be scared forever. Top lane.
Oh, it looks like Centaur is
Tide's
going.
being gone on. Bushwhack is missed. Sharpshooter in the break from Breezy Yard. That'll be another death on the Tide. You were saying, Jim?
Centaur's going Eternal Shroud before Blink this game, which I don't really like, because I think even with your Tusk having Blink, it's kind of better. Like, if Centaur can get in, like, first, it kind of gives, like, Tusk a chance to, like, find, like, the Quap, like...
Shroomba is breaking a little bit of ankles right now. Hoof stomp on to Sharkosity. He'll still die on Shroomba. Wait a minute. He actually baited his Centaur in. What can you do?
Oh, it was a lot of gold for the Quap.
It is. We're not
Yeah.
done yet. Breezy R grabbed the Ilu rune, but he's be okay. He's fine. Never mind. Thought for a second Keith might swap him back, but no swap from Keith. He's still thinking about it. He's still thinking about it. Ravage forward, only on one. Into the Venge stun. Into perhaps an aggro swap. Punch up on Tide. Blast off
Oh,
on two
nice.
from Sharkosity. Breezy R's dead. The trade is not there quite yet. Sharkosity's still alive. Blood Grenade will finish the job. The trade again is for Jamie. Now a 3 for 1. Peter tanking a bit of damage right now. The Queen of Pain is dead. Karan's cleaning things up. He's got no spells, but apparently spells are not needed. He's simply right-clicking. Apex arrives to the fight. He'll be out here forward. Chaos Bolt from the Jug, but in comes Buffles. Hoof stomp on CK. CK is dropping, and CK gets sliced, diced, and brought down nice and easily. This time the kill goes to Shroomba. 19 kills for Dire, 16 for Radiant. That number of lead is still very even. No direction, where's a huge lead.
Yeah, one thing is that I really wish Tide had just bought a Blink Dagger and then one Shard. I think the Shard would be really good for getting pickoffs this game. Yeah. Excuse me. I
Excuse
hope
you.
my cough didn't ruin the audio, and now that you're gonna like kick me from the cast, like mid-cast, that'd be pretty tough for me to deal with emotionally.
I won't do that. Don't worry. Not to you,
Thanks,
at
Badger.
least.
I appreciate that. Chaos Knight almost has Orchid. Yeah. Chaos Knight's like kind of early lead and like early strength in the game is already sort of fallen off a little. Uh, oh my god. Okay, Badger, give me a second to deal with Cat
Okay,
1.
you deal
Alright,
with Cat One. I'll be here.
She was so Badger. I swear to God, she actually hates me casting with
I
you. Like,
know. We've
she
been
was
over
so
this.
well behaved all day. She was just chilling, bro. She was just napping, you know, like. And now she's just fucking wilding, bro. She hates me casting or something. I don't know. I'll be
I
right
mean,
back.
she just wants your attention, you know? It's like, he's giving attention to Badger. Not okay. I better distract this one. Break that one up. That's some C1 dotes sometimes. Mid lane, the fight is brewing, putting forward by Jamie. He does not go for the ward instead. Now he snowballs back to the north side. Swap aggressively from Key, finds Breezy-R. Breezy-R is in the river. It is in the river where it seems he's going to die. He tried to sharpshooter to the high ground, but could not get it off. Not enough distance on the knockback. Apex fights Shroomba. Blast off kills Jamie. It's 2 dead to the dire side. Karan's Omni slashing Rambo. His team is simply not here. Now he's spinning, but there's way too much Radiant side damage. Double kill for Sharkacity, 4 kills for Tiananmen Square Deniers, and just like that, the Deathward League goes entirely back and then some, from 2k Dire side to 2k Radiant side. Buffles was simply not at the fight in time. There have been a lot of hero kills this game, 39 to be exact. There have not been all that many tower kills, though. It's only been the 3 towers that have died, and they've been dead for a good while, so... Yeah, if you're a fan of kills, you're in the right spot. If you're a fan of structural base damage, then you're logging for more. We are seeing a few pings towards this bottom lane area. I believe they were dire-sided pings, though, so perhaps they'll look to sort of rally around the spot T1 tower, head this direction through the Radiant side jungle, perhaps wrap up towards the mid lane for what could be a kill, what could be a tower kill, perhaps. Roshan could be on their mind, maybe. Jug's not a terrible Rosh killer for sure, but yeah, if you go Roshan and like a raw sort of Roshan with 5 alive, it's gonna be very, very hard given you're playing, into the Tide, AoE Ravage, into the Venge, AoE Vision, into the Quap, of course, good at getting in and getting out, so you will need a pickoff for sure, especially if you're doing it on the Radiant side where Roshan is, but it is what it is. We could see Tormentors instead. Neither team has gone quite for either one yet, but I've drawn misshapen ovals around them, therefore they do exist now. So Peter, who simply did not want to even skill Shadow Strike earlier in the game, is now going for an Aghanim Scepter to, of course, boost his Shadow Strike. At the dire side, Tormentor, it ends up going down. Shroomba, who nearly died for it, gets the free shard.
Oh boy.
Which again, we saw him get the free shard from Tormentor last game. I believe it was like the second or third Tormentor, though. This time it's from the first Tormentor. He probably wouldn't have minded it too much on Jamie either, but, all's well that ends well.
Okay, Badger, the cat was successfully tricked out of the room, and I see that Radiant has a gold lead now.
Yeah, there's a fight.
What happened?
Dire died.
Shit. Oh, Quap is Quap got a lot of gold. Quap's really close tags.
Yeah, Koff got some money from that.
CK got a lot of money too. Wow, CK getting a lot of gold. Bro, Techies is rich.
Yeah.
Oh, Radiant is smoking the fight right now, but Keith is literally like 350 gold away from Ags. I hate this. I hate this. Don't do this,
I
guys.
hate
Just
it,
just
but I mean, okay, if they get a kill or two, that will get them the Ags money, so there is that angle. Feed forward by Buffles. Fine Sharkosity. Sharkosity is somehow still fine, but he's slowly ticking on down. Swap defensively by Keith. Keith will give his life a ravage on actually only the Crystal Maiden. Jugs is still spinning away, and now Breeziara will fire the Acorn shot. Nobody
I
dies. A lot of spells
if
missed.
if they
Everyone's
had
fine.
a little more patience to just wait to ravage the Jug after his spin, I think they would have just instantly killed him. Definitely not the best look by Radiant there.
Again, knowing Ravage is down, it's Dire who are the ones to smoke now. Looking at their vision, I think they messed. They probably didn't see Keith, but they'll head anyways towards this mid T2 area. They found Sharkosity, probably the ideal target for Radiant to lose, because
Yeah,
it's
that
none of your
that
cores, and
was
it's not the hero who's about to buy Ags.
yeah that was really good for Radiant. Keith gets one last hit. Now they have Ags, and their next big spike on the Venge hero is getting the shard. If it was me, I would tell my team, guys, do Tormentor, but hey.
You know, me and you are aligned on this. Whenever I see Venge players buy weenie items like Pavis or Glimmer Cape, I'm like, no, Ag Scepter, Ag Shard, bros. That's the item build.
Yeah. The bracers I didn't really mind so much, but I really don't like that they bought Treads. I think Treads is like just so pointless on support Venge. Not to like flame too much. Sorry Keith, I love you Keith, but yeah, not a fan.
I think Keith's a good player. He knows that if you're flaming him, you're probably right.
Yeah, you know, I just hope he doesn't take. I hope he doesn't take it too critically if he watches it. That's all. When I'm casting, bro, I'm just here to share my thoughts and have fun. You know, don't get. I hope no one's upset if I told them that I didn't like their items or something.
Arshawn dead. Aegis to Karan. Mid lane, Keith will lose his life. The illusion's still here, though not for all that long. He's firing his spells, trying to live, but again, the other Venge has fallen. Both Venges will not be avenged for the time being, and seems like, wait a minute, they're giving the shield rune to Buffles. So he'll be very, very tanky in this next fight if Dire forced it right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I wonder when Chaos Knights buy the shard nowadays.
Ooh, Peter went for an aggressive play trying to farm, but he's not dead yet. Instead, Apex arrives to bring down Jamie, so yeah, it seems like Dire thought they were going to kill Peter, but instead it was a bait. You're saying before that, sorry?
Oh, I'm just curious when the CK will buy their shard.
He already has it.
Oh, he literally just bought it then. Never mind. I was just looking at him and I was like, I didn't see the shard and I was like, oh, thought he would have it by now. And then I guess he just bought it right now.
Well, it is CK time. Two-man hoof stop from Buffles. Orchid on Jug, but Jug has the Manta and the Omni Slash. Apex is half HP. Gleipnir in from Breeziar. Apex is dying, but still alive. Ravage defensively hits, I believe, 3. And Jug will lose 1 life. Blast off Inbox Tricosity hits nothing. Keith's still fighting. Keith's being zoned away. Now Jug's half HP. Keith to fall. Apex is low. Karan is low. Both carries
you
might
turn on your
die.
armlet.
Apex is winning the man fight. And that's going to be 2 kills for Peter. At this point, he'll now toggle the armlet, manning up on Jamie. Sharpshooter hits the tide. And as a
I
result,
got
that's a
really
resounding
worried
win
watching
there for
that
Radiant
he was
side.
gonna like. I got worried watching that because I thought he was gonna lose it since he didn't toggle armlet on. It was actually pretty close after the Tusk jumped him, but worked out. Also, things are looking really bad for Dire now.
Mhm.
Oh, I think I don't know why Breeziar is buying an Ags, bro. This is so greedy. No offense. I like Breeziar a lot, but this is really, like this is a really good game to just buy damage on Hoodwink. You know what I mean, Badger? Like a really good game. Like really good game for it. And
Definitely.
the Ags is like super bait against Radiant. Like it you can't use it to start on the Tide. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't like buying break against Tide is good if you're gonna start on him and one shot him before he can like have his passive, right? But like that's not like really how like Hoodwink Ags works. I just think it's like I don't like this. That's all. You know, Badger?
Oh, speaking of Breeziar, he didn't like the
Might save
Ags.
him here,
Now he's
though.
being gone on.
Nope.
He's swapped in by Keith. He's still running away thanks to the Stampede, but he's brought back in, and he's brought on down. That's an Ed Brazier hoodwink. Now, because he bought out, he's got no buyback. This could be a hell of a lot more here. Shroomba the target, Jamie as well. Buffles blinks at him, he'll stop thing too, but Dire are running out of HP to lose. Jamie is dead. Shroomba will eventually tick down. Karan gets orchided, and he's now dead. 4 down, it's only Buffles. He's tanky. He's probably not going to die, but he will not defend the base alone. I mean, he might kill somebody, but he's being dove even. They don't even want to 600 or live. That's a full 5-man wipe.
He is very, very tanky against magical damage with Eternal Shroud, but he does not have that much armor, bro. Like, CK uses Rift, Vengeful Spirit uses W, and I'm pretty sure he has, like, negative armor, right?
He
So
has rings of protection. Where did his rings go?
I don't know. I mean, having a Quelling Blade in instead of a ring is, like, that has to be just wrong, right?
Where are the rings?
I'm pretty surprised he didn't keep one in case he decided to buy an AC at some point for his team. But, hey. Yeah, things are looking terrible for Dire, to be honest. I think Jug, like, this far behind, like if he let's say he Omni Slash Clop and she just stood there, I don't even know if it would kill her, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, she
I
didn't
do know
use,
what
like,
you mean.
yeah, like the Tide could literally just tank Omni Slash and live. The CK could just tank Omni Slash and live. Techies with Greaves and Solar Crest might actually be able to tank it. Venge, you know what I mean? Like, this is kind of the problem with Jug. Like, if you go like this Maelstrom Manta build, like, and you aren't like owning, and like you die a couple times, like you're just gonna be so poor, you know. And he is so poor. It's not like he has like a million deaths either, you know. He just has 4 deaths, but like those 4 deaths are equivalent to being like completely worthless now. No offense, I really like Karan too. Sorry, Karan.
Hey, it is what it is, don't worry. Listen, someone can have a useless build and they can still beat your friends.
True. True.
Riziar needs to be a little bit careful. Tide blinks in the wrong direction, but, well, never mind.
Oh, I just realized that Tide
Eggs.
Hunter has Ags, bro. This is like a super minus armor strat. This is pretty, I like this. I usually would like other items to be purchased at this slot instead of Ags, but I think the Ags with like CK and Venge is pretty nice. I kind of like this idea. Yeah.
Hey, when you're this far ahead, I don't really think it matters all that much your device. As long as they play it properly, it seems like that's the name of the game, is just play it properly.
Yeah,
Run it down
I mean,
this lane now.
I mean, they have a lot of heroes who are like CM, really useless hero when you're super far behind. Like Jug, really useless hero when you're super far behind. I think Hoodwink with Ags is pretty. I think he's kind of useless. I think if he just had like a Daedalus instead, like maybe he pops off on one team fight, or like I don't know. I'm not seeing this build.
He does have the Crystallis at the very least.
He has the Ags on Chaos Knight, bro. I think this is just like I think like the illusions are just gonna kill Arax, bro.
It's the Ramadan Ball! 5! Into the Sonic Wave. Karan is dead. Buffles is dead. Neither of buyback. Goodbye, Tusk. Swap in by Keith. Briziar still juking it out the 2-man bushwhack, but again, this game's over at this point, barring the miracle of all miracles. Yules by Peter.
I mean,
Briziar,
they don't even have buyback on either core. Like it's just like this is megas, and Dire cannot deal with megas at 30 minutes, so it's over.
Okay, Briziar's trying to fight this. He's trying.
I'm pretty surprised, honestly, that there's no GG call, bro. This is like, what do you like? You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty over.
Dude, Shroomba forced Keith into the fountain. Good play from Shroomba.
Yeah, that actually is a pretty bang play. Good stuff.
He's
I
bought
don't think
back.
it really
He's
matters.
bought back. He wants to kill the Venge Illusion. He wants to kill the Venge Illusion. I can tell psychologically he wants to do this.
Wait, dude, Keep does not have a shard. Keep, come on. What are you doing?
Here we go. Hoof stomp on 2 from Buffalo. Just the Hail Mary time for the Dire side. CK ulti has been used. Peter is dead on top. The trade is for Buffalo. Able to still fighting. Shroomba is dead. So is Sharkasa. The Apex hits the Tusk. Now turns to Jug. Tusk ends up surviving. No, he barely dies anyways. Oh, triple kill for Apex. And once again, that'll be a full 5-0 wipe. And the GG at long last is called Game 2 goes the way of Tiananmen Square Deniers. We have a 1-1 draw between Good Twink Hunting and Tiananmen Square Deniers.
Yeah, GG's. Thought it was a good series. Good GG to both teams. They both, they both got a W. So, yeah. Yep.
I agree, Jim. Well, we have reached another 1-1. There were a number of 2-0s last night, so we no longer are full on 1-1 league, but I guess we revert
Yeah,
back to
I got 2-0 recently.
sorry, Jim.
No, bro. Why you? I thought it was funny.
But yeah, we do return to the 1-1 game state.
It would have been better if you just said indeed, indeed.
I didn't know how to respond. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
But again, what are your like?
Artorias' team is playing right now. They're playing versus the Toxic Tacos.
That's a team that shall not be named. I don't want to
Oh
mention.
no, so they're playing it. No, they're playing versus Tia, I think.
I know, but team that shall not be named. Not Dio Memoria, Jim. You have any post-series thoughts on this series though?
Do you have any post-series thoughts? I thought that I thought it was gonna be Stomp, honestly, after watching game one. But I feel like what happened was just that, like, they're like, oh guys, this looks like a pretty good Dazzle mid game. Why don't we flex it? And like their guy did not play Dazzle mid at all. Because I thought the Quap, like, the Quap looked kind of like when they were playing Dazzle, they looked really bad to me. No offense, I'm not trying to flame them, but when they played Quap, I thought that they played the game like rather well, you know. So I was pleasantly surprised to see such a competitive game two. Overall, yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. Sorry, Peter, if I was slaving you a lot game one on your Dazzle gameplay, but your quap was pretty nice. So I hope that that makes it better.
All right, so that's DPC
Yeah.
player Jim's notes. Less Dazzle, more Queen of Pain.
Yeah, bro, they looked a lot better. Maybe they were going like too crazy in the first draft. Cause they played that last game like pretty well.
I
Yeah.
think if they had like Festival instead of Peter, then like that Dazzle mid flex makes a lot more sense. That dude plays a lot of Dazzle mid, but yeah, it seemed like it wasn't his comfort zone. And again, you put him on his comfort zone, an actual mid laner
Yeah.
that normal human beings play, and went a lot better.
He was against a lot of like heroes that are pretty good at stunning him too. You know, it was a pretty solid quad performance.
So at this point, we are going to wrap things on up. Jim, do you have any final words, shots, calls to say to the people of League of Legends?
No, I hope everyone has a fun season and they have a nice time. GG's to both teams. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, then. My name's Badger. Thank you for watching tonight. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me on Discord. It's Badger Pablo, or over on Twitter.com/BadgerDota2, especially if you're a pro TL looking for one of the best admins in the business or a commentator. Congratulations to both of the teams on their one game they won, and yeah, I'll be back whenever I'm back. As always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.